Yo, how's everyone doing? Welcome back for some more Forza Horizon 3. Today I'm sharing with you the 2017 Chevy Camaro ZL1, and this is another DLC car from the March DLC, the Duracell Car Pack. So I just want to show you this car in the Forzavista, share with you how I customized mine, and then also let you see some free roam gameplay so you can see what this car can do out on the streets and also hear the sounds of the car. But the first thing I want to talk about is the looks and the sounds of the car, and right here you get to see that beautiful supercharged motor. But overall this car is beautiful. I wasn't too sure when I first saw the car in the game how I felt about it, but once I saw it here in my garage in the Forzavista, I was like, damn, this thing looks like a beast. And most of the newer Camaros do look really good, but I think the 2010 Camaro is my favorite out of the more modern Camaros, but this one looks really good. I was surprised how much I liked it, and they have some nice hood options as well. I don't really like how they look from the side because they just look really bulky, but from the front angle, man, they look so good. But the interior of this car is also beautiful. I love the way they designed the seats and just the red and the black trim. It just looks really good and it goes perfectly with the Camaro. But in terms of performance, this car is absolutely awesome. I'd say the weakest aspect of the performance is probably the launch, which is to be expected. I mean, it's rear-wheel drive and it makes a lot of power stock, which, keep in mind, all the gameplay you're going to see in a little bit is all with the car bone stock. All I did is customize the way it looks. I didn't put any motor upgrades or anything like that. But after the launch, man, the rest of the car is just absolutely fantastic. The acceleration is really good, and there's 6 gears, which the first gear is super long, and I absolutely love that about the car, but it does not feel sluggish at all until you pretty much get to the top speed. It feels pretty good all the way up through 180, and then you can shift into 6th gear, but you really don't gain too much speed, and it feels really sluggish at that point. So up to about 190, if you stay in 5th gear, the car feels very, very good, very fast, and the top speed is good. I mean, 200 miles per hour is pretty good for a stock car. But the thing that really shocked me about this car is how good the handling is and the braking. The handling and the braking on this thing is amazing, and going along with the acceleration and the speed that this thing has, it makes it such a good balanced overall car. And here's how I customized mine. I'm not sure why, but the yellow stock paint color is the one that popped out to me the most, so that's what I went with, and I think this thing looks like a beast. I love the way I set this thing up, and I had so much fun driving this thing. You're going to see a lot of free roam gameplay. I just did not want to stop driving, but this car feels super responsive, and it also has really good grip. But the thing is, you can also drift it if you wanted to, but the car still will grip if you wanted to as well, so it kind of depends what you want to do. If you try and hold a turn, it will usually hold. But also, if you just tap the handbrake real quick and want to drift a little bit around the corner, you can certainly do that as well, and it's pretty easy to control overall. And also the braking is so good. I never would have expected this car to have better braking than that Jaguar that I just talked about yesterday. I would never have thought that, but this thing brakes really well for being a pretty heavy car. I mean, it's a modern muscle car. Generally, they are pretty heavy, and the braking on this thing is very good considering what the car is. But the only other thing I didn't mention, I feel like now is a more appropriate time, I think this thing sounds mean. It sounds so good, but let me know what you think about this car. As always, thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the gameplay, and I'll talk to y'all again very soon. Peace out.